Well, getting mental health care has become a challenge across Vermont.
Today in Montpelier, lawmakers were introduced to an idea that could help solve the issue. NBC5's Stephen Biddix joins us now with some of the details that were shared today. Stephen.
Brian, Alice, the new idea is to join an interstate counseling compact. State lawmakers believe that by joining the nearly 20 other states, Vermonters can have greater access to mental health care. Since the beginning of the legislative session, state lawmakers have talked about the need for improved mental health access. Representative Lori Houghton believes joining the compact could be the first step.
It used to be without a compact, I would have to sever that relationship with my provider and find a new person in Maine. If we pass the compact, I will be able to keep my provider and keep that access and not have to, go through all the pain and suffering of finding someone or telling my story again.
The compact currently consists of 17 states, and any doctor licensed in one of those states can practice in the others.
If I move to another state, I don't have to go through that state's hoops to get licensed. In other words, my license in Utah will be sufficient evidence as a fully licensed counselor to practice, for example, in Colorado.
Continuity of care for college students and professionals who travel for work is another benefit of joining.
Have an individual that's going to school here in Utah, they're home for the summer. What do you do in terms of making sure that they have continuity of care? How do you best support that?
In addition to helping Vermonters on the move, military families who relocate to the Green Mountain State would see an instant impact.
Let's say someone comes here with the military and their spouse is a counselor. They used to have to be able to have to get a Vermont license. If we pass this, they could just go through the compact and begin practicing pretty quickly.
Governor Scott has acknowledged the state's mental health issues and is for working with neighboring states to provide more access.
In concept, I would say the more we can do as a region, the better.
And some interesting points about this bill is since it is a compact, it's take it or leave it. State legislators cannot change any of the wording, but they also have not yet found any opposing sides or anybody willing to testify on the opposite side in the State House. Live in Burlington, Stephen Biddix, NBC5 News.
Stephen, thanks.